we're gonna build, paint, and weather a Panzer II from Bandai. Well, we're going to assemble this Bandai model of a Panzer II. Yeah, it seems to be a fairly old model, but all the parts seem to be correct and not a single piece is missing. For this project, I'm going to change the sharp blade for a new one. Also, I have to warn you to be very careful with the blade, especially if we are used to cutting with a less sharp blade. I'm giving you this advice because I cut myself with a new one. So let's the experience talk. Okay, this model is very nice, it has a lot of details, and even it has the inside of the engine. You can open the hatch and be able to see it. That's amazing. So in this process, no matter how concentrated and careful you are, there is always a risk that could a piece that you shouldn't, or damage a corner or part of the tank, but we have to remain calm because everything can be fixed later. Before starting the project, I was really in love with the detail of the exterior wells of the Panzer II, so I was searching in YouTube and I was really inspired by other modelers that I discovered, like Night Shift. I highly recommend you for his incredible model, so check it. It's all about making little cuts on the outer edges, and we also do this process for the turret. Okay, once assembled, and be sure you have fun and have a walk and do this outside. So now we can start painting the tank. I started with a Vallejo primer. The color is Dunkelgrau, German Panzer Grey, which is a very dark grey. And since I don't have an eyebrush, I don't want to leave any mark of brush strokes or paint accumulations. The idea is to paint it with a very diluted in water, paint diluted in water, and at first it will seem that we are not painted it. By the third or the fourth layer we will begin to have a solid color and without ruining any details. To add texture to the fenders and the chassis of the wheels, I will use Argeian Earth from Games Workshop. I'm gonna dilute this with a little water so as not to overdo this. To start with the lights, I decided to use Anthracite from the new AK paints. This color has a bluish tone that I find it very attractive and contrasts great with the dunkelgrau. I know that perhaps it's a very saturated color for a Panzer gray, and perhaps I'm highlighting the contrast a little over the top, but this style like reminds me more like painting fantastic miniatures, and I know that in the search of realism in these dioramas and projects, it's not the same way, but we will walk this road, so let's continue. We hope to have a good result. Something it came to my mind during this process of searching the realism. I started to identify subtlety and the fact that less is more. Finally, some color after so much gray. I can start painting the other details like the wooden box, the handles of the tools, the rusty exhaust pipe, my favorite moment, the oil paints, using them to make the foil stains, giving contrast to all the panels, using as panel liner or even reinforcing shadows. I really love the way the oils behave. And a small parenthesis to paint the welded joints with silver. since I want to use the black oils on them, and I'm gonna paint first the silver. So the next step, decals. The decals that came with the kit had a yellowish color, and I wasn't sure if they were going to work perfectly, so I decided to use my own decals. But for that, I had to make sure they were the right size, or at least similar size, and I found them. So to apply the decals, I like to use Vallejo Decal Fix solutions to remove the shine, and the decal medium to soften the decals and adapt them to the volumes, as I had to do here with the hats, and the 5 and the 7 were represented on a hat, so I used the decal medium and worked perfectly. And now we've painted the barrel, added a bit of shine to the spilled fuel area. My dog also helped a lot. Thank you, dog. And now the tracks. I tried to get by a little dark and rust voices, but I really didn't like it, and I didn't find the recipe that gave me that result in this case, so I'm really improvising with the tracks. I'm not happy with them. So I decided to give some pigment to the exhaust and the fenders and the chassis, and start to the chipping with the sponge. This part of the process requires a lot of trust in you, because you kind of spoil all the work you did so far, and that's hard to do, and that's maybe why I didn't put enough chipping, put enough chipping, put enough chipping. So I finally can join the wheels with the tank and assemble it completely with the tracks. I'm very happy. Okay, our tank is already painted. I have a lot of fun making it, building it. It's a great kit. Bandai, a little old, but I'm very happy with that. And don't miss the part 2 when we're gonna make the terrain for the tank next video. So please feel free to subscribe, like it and comment and share it with your friends. It helps a lot, and see you next time. Bye.